The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First and 10, Taylor now. Now the ball comes loose. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 and the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Well, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the side. Emmanuel Ogbah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Under pressure, and they got to him again. But it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at the 15. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Hassan Reddick coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Stafford. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Eagles at 7-5 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll get it. He's over for a touchdown. Zach Wilson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Ball again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll go again with Hall. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw certain...
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Hall on a give up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Hall again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He finds his man complete. That's Little. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On third down, here's Hall. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Jones. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Hall. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw, Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, it's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Running left, Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 68 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Dallas, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.